The next one is David Hebblethwaite, Eden Project, and I think you're zooming in. Yep, so we've got you zooming in, so far away. Hello, can you hear me all right? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Kia ora tātou, and thank you. And I can introduce my colleague David Harland, who's also on Zoom. He's the CEO of Eden Projects International, and he'll be speaking on our behalf, and I'm here to join in any questions you may have.
Well, thank you, and greetings from late night in the UK. Nice to see you again, Mayor, and everyone there. Thank you for this opportunity. I think we've obviously put in our plan. We've contributed to your plan rather, and I suppose what we're here to say is we are very excited to have an opportunity to work in Christchurch in New Zealand on a project that will be one of a sisterhood of projects that we, the Eden Project, are looking at over in a number of different places across the world, linking them all together. And I think this is a fascinating opportunity because here we are, you looking at a 10-year plan precisely in the decade where humanity really does need to look at some very serious issues. And we were delighted to see that climate change featured loud and proud within your plan. So we are still here. We've been working through our own plans. We really do want to build Eden Project for New Zealand in Christchurch. It's going to be hard, there's no doubt. It's taken 8 years to get to this point. But I think the key point for us is that this long-term plan should enable us to do everything possible to increase its odds of success, its chances of success. I think probably 2 or 3 specific points. We've been really pleased with the support that we've had thus far from the council and other bodies, including NZTE. I think what we're interested to see within this plan is that we would seek further support and partnership working with the council, and we would like to engage both with the co-governance model that's being proposed and directly with iwi as well. Key for us in a project like this is, and it's critical for any project of the scale that we're talking about, would be the land tenure and the land security. And we have a license that will expire at some point towards the end of this year. And having security over the land is going to be essential, because that allows you then to seek and secure the funding necessary to do a project of this scale. I think alongside that, it's no surprise to any of you we're talking about the Avon-Okataro corridor here in the red zone land. And it would be fair to note that's not the easiest place to do a project like this. We're well aware of that. You're well aware of that. I think there are land improvements that will need to be agreed and coordinated, and references made to those with the plan. And of course, this includes things like stock banks and wastewater treatment systems, services, and so forth. But they will be an important part of any plan, whether ours goes ahead or not. Those will still be required. And then the final element that I was going to mention is clearly funding is going to be key. As I mentioned, land is going to be part of securing that and getting certainty over the land. But we have always been clear that this is a public, private and philanthropic endeavour. And we were really delighted to see that there's a commitment to looking at innovative ways of building financial resilience together, innovative ways of having partnership working along with the council and other partners. And we're looking forward to engaging on those further. So I'm sorry to be a bit stuttery. It's very late in the UK, so and I don't need a timer counting me down, because bed is counting me down. So that's all I had from here. Mayor, thank you.
Look, thank you very much, and we do appreciate you staying up late at night in order to communicate with us in our time frame. Did anyone have any questions that they'd like to? Sarah?
Just on the time frames that you would like to be moving towards at the moment?
Sure. So we've just, along with colleagues and and some trustees that we have locally there, and with David, who's also on screen. We've just completed a feasibility study. It says the project is feasible from all the aspects that we expect. We're now moving forward, over the course of the next year. We need to lock down the designs and get some certainty over those key points. So the first one is the land. This year, if we can secure that, then everything else I think can then fall into place thereafter. In terms of the eventual opening, I think you'd be looking at 3 to 4 years' time.
Thank you very much. Look, thank you, and thank you for taking the time to make a submission, and
A pleasure.
we're all very optimistic. Thank you.
Great.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is Stephen Howard.